We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello dear students, myself Dr. Damayanti Badga, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department from SN Patel Institute of Technology and Research Center, Umrah, Babin, having Institute code 049. Today we are going to discuss about ready mixed concrete of your ME second semester Construction Engineering and Management branch having subject Advanced Concrete Technology having subject code 3721417. Today we will discuss about ready mixed concrete. So as per this figure you can see that it's a ready mixed concrete. But as a technical data is concerned, as a syllabus and exam is concerned, then concrete mixed in a stationary mixer, in a central batching and mixing plant or in a truck mixture and supplied in the fresh condition to the purchaser either at the site or into the purchaser's vehicle is called ready mix concrete. So here as per this definition the ready mix concrete plant and that ready mix concrete is mentioned in that image. But if we will discuss this image in a very deep manner, then you can see over here that ready mix concrete is producing like in such a way. You can see here aggregate collections are there, that aggregates collected from here also, it is going in that from silo, that cement and supplementary cementitious material are adding over here. Then from this van you can see that material is going in that silos. From this truck you can see that water is going over here. Here water tank is there. So these unit providing water. Here materials are there. Here you can see the materials. All the materials, all the ingredient of concrete are together in this tank, and from that the fresh concrete is filled in this truck, and after that this ready mix concrete is ready for field and site to use for any type of construction. Before going in depth in ready mix concrete, we will see the terminology which will be helpful to understand ready mix concrete. Agitator, truck mounting equipment designed to agitate concrete during transportation to the site of delivery. Batch means quantity of concrete mixed in one cycle of operations of a batch mixer, or the quantity of concrete conveyed ready mixed in a vehicle, or the quantity discharged during 1 meter from a continuous mixture. If we talk about characteristic strength, then the value of strength of concrete below which not more than 5% of the population of all possible strength measurement of the specified concrete are expected to fall. If we'll talk about density of fresh concrete, then mass of a quantity of compacted fresh concrete divided by its volume expressed in kilogram per meter cube. If we'll talk about design mix, then mix for which the purchaser is responsible for specifying the required performance and the producer is responsible for selecting the mix proportions to produce the required performance. If we talk about free water cement ratio, then ratio of the mass of free water, that is excluding the water absorbed by the aggregate in a saturated surface dry condition to the mass of cement including mineral additives in a concrete mix. Grade of concrete, means numerical value of characteristic compressive strength of 150 mm cube of concrete at 28 days designated by M, which followed by this strength value in Newton per mm square characteristic compressive strength of concrete. Minimum cement content means the minimum mass of cement, including mineral additives required by the purchaser to be present in unit volume of specified mix. Prescribed mix means mix for which the purchaser specified the proportion of the constituent and responsible for ensuring that this proportion will produce a concrete with the performance required. The producer, purchaser and truck mixture, it is the general term. So we can say the person or authority entering a contract to supply ready-mix concrete is a producer. If purchaser, then person or authority entering a contract to buy ready-mix concrete. And if we talk about truck mixture, then a mixture generally mounted on a self-propelled chassis capable of mixing the ingredient of concrete and of agitating the mixed concrete during transportation. So dear students, all these terminology will be helpful to understand ready-mix concrete, so you can understand it well. So if we'll talk about ready-mix concrete based on all the terminologies, then ready-mix concrete was first patented in Germany in 1903. Its commercial delivery was not possible due to lack of transportation needs. The first commercial delivery was made in Baltimore, USA in 1913. The first revolving drum type transit mixture was developed in the year of 1926. In many other countries of the world, including some of the developing countries like Taiwan, Malaysia, etc., ready-mix concrete industry is well developed. The leading ready-mix concrete supplier worldwide is the Mexican country concrete and cement company, which is called Cemex, and their main competitor is France-based Lafarge. In India, RMC plant arrived in 1950s and the use of ready-mix concrete was restricted to only major construction projects such as Bhakra Dam. Later on, ready-mix concrete was used for other large projects such as construction of long span bridge, industrial complexes and many important structures. The ready-mix concrete plant was set up in Pune in 1993. The concept of ready-mix concrete is still catching up in the country. Cement majors are keenly focusing on entering the new area in the big way. Cement majors including Associated Cement Companies, Grasim, L&T and many Indian brands are foraying into the ready-mix concrete business, and the share of ready-mix concrete is expected to go up from present level of around 5% of the total cement production to the global average of 70%. If we will talk about the methods of production concerning the ready-mix concrete, then there is the first method, transit mixing. Based on this word we can understand the transit mixing. In transit mixing, the dry materials are proportioned at the ready-mix concrete plant. The water being added and the mixing done en route to the job in a truck mixer, which essentially consists of a mixture drum mounted on a conventional chassis. Power for rotating the drum is obtained either from the truck engine or from an independent petrol engine. The truck mixture is provided with a water supply tank with equipment for measuring the quality of water entering the drum and a revolution counter indicating the extent of mixing. Now, if we will talk the method of production, then central mixing is another method to produce ready-mix concrete. In central mixing, both the operations of proportioning and mixing are carried out at a batching plant and deliver the mixed concrete to the site in agitated truck, which keeps the mixed concrete in correct form. In case of centrally mixed type, the drum carrying the concrete revolves slowly so as to prevent the mixed concrete from segregation and prevent its stiffing due to initial set. Central mixing is resorted to when there is likely to be considerable period lag between the time of mixing and the time of placing. With agitation, a maximum of 1.5 hours between mixing and placing can be allowed in this method. Under method of production, we will discuss about the shrink mix, then concrete that is partially mixed in a plant mixer and then discharged into the drum of the truck mixture for completion of the mixing is called shrink mixed concrete. Central mixing plant that include a stationary plant mounted mixer are often actually used to shrink mix or partially mix the concrete. The amount of mixing that is needed in the truck mixture varies in these applications and should be determined via mixer uniformity test. Generally, about 30 tons in the truck drum or about 2 minutes at mixing speed is sufficient to completely mix shrink mixed concrete. Now we will talk about the size of plant, that if we are producing ready mix concrete in a plant, then what will be the size of plant. So under size of plant will depend chiefly on the potential demand for which the plant has to cater. This is dependent upon the quality of concrete construction carried out in a town or city. Towns and cities undergoing a critical housing storage or those which are in the process of industrial expansion would naturally provide a fruitful field for ready-mix concrete operation. However, with increasing confidence among architects, engineers, contractors and the public in a product of guaranteed quality and offered at rates which are competitive enough to induce the adoption of ready-mix concrete in preference to site-mix concrete, the demand will soar. The size should therefore be selected taking into account potential future increase in production of RMC. If we'll talk about the IS code provision for RMC, means if we'll talk about material under IS code provision, then selection and approval of materials based on IS code provision for RMC are mentioned in this text. Materials used should satisfy the requirement for the safety, structural performance, durability and appearance of the finished structure, taking full account of the environment to which it will be subjected. The selection and use of materials shall be in accordance with Indian Standard 456. Materials used shall conform to the relevant Indian standard applicable. Where materials are used which are not covered by the provisions of the relevant Indian standard, there should be satisfactory data on their suitability and assurance of quality control. Records and details of performance of such material should be maintained. Account should be taken of possible interactions and compatibility between materials used. Also, prior permission of the purchaser shall re-obtain before use of such material. Under material, if we'll talk about cement, then cement used for concrete shall be in accordance with the requirement of Indian Standard 456. About mineral admixture, use of mineral admixture shall be permitted in accordance with the provision of Indian Standard 456 guideline. Aggregate used for concrete shall be in accordance with the requirement of IS 456. unless otherwise agreed. Twisting frequencies for aggregates shall be as given in next table, means in next PPT. So here you can see the frequencies of taste. If we see the table, then here serial numbers are given, aggregate property parameter is given, type of aggregate is given, assessment of typical properties and high taste rate is given, normal monitoring and low taste rate is given. So here you can see that aggregate property parameter means here grading is there, type of aggregate like sand, fine, coarse aggregate like single size or graded weekly. So here assessment is weekly mentioned, here also weekly. If normal monitoring and low test rate, then it should be monthly or it should be monthly. If we'll talk about particle density, oven dry, saturated surface dry, apparent, then type of aggregate means all type of aggregate. So the assessment of typical properties and high test rate of such aggregate, it should be weekly, and normal monitoring, it should be 3 monthly. If we'll talk about the property parameter absorption, then for all type of aggregate, the assessment of typical properties and high test rate should be weekly, and normal monitoring and low test rate should be at 3 months, or we can say after 3 months. 3 month interval. If we'll talk about the bulk density, then for loose and compacted, the type of aggregate for all the type, the assessment of typical properties and high test rate, it is monthly for loose and compacted. And if we'll talk about normal monitoring and low test rate, then it is at 6 months or after 6 months, means we can say that in a year 2 times. If we talk about fines, silt content, then type of aggregate sand, coarse. So for assessment of typical property and high test rate, weekly for sand, monthly for coarse, monthly for sand, normal monitoring, and after 3 months or at 3 months for coarse. Now we'll talk about the aggregate impact value, then for the coarse aggregate, as specified and as specified. So as per that table, we can understand for ready mix concrete, whatever aggregate we are using. So for different type of property, we have to do assessment at different intervals. So this table gives the clear idea. Here 10% fines, flakiness, chloride content, aggregate abrasion value, means Los Angeles method. By using Los Angeles method, aggregate abrasion value, soundness, potential alkali aggregate reactivity including petrography description for general, for different type of aggregate, assessment of typical properties and high test rate, frequency is given over here. So based on table, we can see the frequency of different taste for different property and for different type of aggregate. If we will talk about the chemical admixture under the material as per IS code provision for ready mix concrete, then use of chemical admixture shall be permitted in accordance with the provision of IS 456. It shall be the responsibility of the producer to establish compatibility and suitability of any admixture with the other ingredients of the mix and to determine the dosage required to give the desired effect. If we will talk about chemical admixture under material as per IS code provision for ready mix concrete, then admixtures should be stored in a manner that prevents degradation of the product and consumed within the time period indicated by the admixture supplier. Any vessel containing an admixture in the plant or taken to site by the producer shall be clearly marked as to its content. When offering or delivering a mix to a purchaser, it should be indicated if such a mix contains an admixture or combination of admixtures or not. The admixtures may be identified generically and should be declared on the delivery ticket. The amount of admixture added to a mix shall be recorded in the production record. In special circumstances, if necessary, additional dose of admixture may be added at project site to regain the workability of concrete with the mutual agreement between the producer and purchaser. If we'll talk about the water, then water used shall be in accordance with the requirement of Indian Standard 456 unless otherwise agreed. The testing frequencies for water shall be as given in previous table. The use of recycled water is encouraged as long as concrete of satisfactory performance can be produced and steps are taken to monitor the buildup of chlorides in any recirculated water and that any subsequent adjustment to the mix design are made to ensure that any overall limit on chloride contained is satisfied. The addition of any recycled water shall be monitored and controlled to meet these requirements. The total amount of water added to the mix shall be recorded in the production record. The water content of concrete shall be regulated by controlling its workability or by measuring and adjusting the moisture content of its constituent materials. The producer's production staff and truck mixer drivers shall be made aware of the appropriate responses to variations in concrete consistence of a particular mix caused by normal vibration in aggregate moisture content or grading. If we will talk about the general requirement of ready-mix concrete, then basic of supply, the ready-mix concrete shall be supplied having the quality and in the quality in accordance with the requirements agreed with the purchaser or his agent. Notwithstanding this, the concrete supplied shall generally comply with the requirement of Indian Standard 456. All concrete will be supplied and invoiced in terms of cubic meters of compacted fresh concrete. All proportioning is to be carried out by mass except water and admixture by volume in ready-mix concrete. If we'll talk about transport of concrete, then ready-mix concrete shall be transported from the mixer to the point of placing as rapidly as practicable by methods that will maintain the required workability and will prevent segregation, loss of any constituent or ingress of foreign matter or water. The concrete shall be placed as soon as possible after delivery as close as is practicable to its final position to avoid rehandling or moving the concrete horizontally by vibration. If required by the purchaser, the producer can utilize admixture to slow down the rate of workability loss. However, this does not remove the need for the purchaser to place the concrete as rapidly as possible. The purchaser should plan his arrangement so as to enable a full load of concrete to be discharged within 30 minutes of arrival on site. Concrete shall be transported in a truck mixer unless the purchaser agrees to the use of non-agitating vehicles. When non-agitating vehicles are used, the mixed concrete shall be protected from gain or loss of water. Now, if we will talk about the sampling and testing of ready-mix concrete, then point and time of sampling is very important to produce ready-mix concrete. For the assessment of compiles of ready-mix concrete, the point and time of sampling shall be at discharge from the producer's delivery vehicle or from the mixer to the site or when delivered into the purchaser's vehicle. It is critical that the sampling procedure and equipment used enables as representative a sample as possible to be taken of the quantity of concrete delivered. The sampling may be carried out jointly by the purchaser and the supplier with its frequency mutually agreed upon. However, it will not absolve the supplier of his responsibility from supplying concrete as per the requirements given in the standard or otherwise agreed to where so permitted in the standard. We'll talk about workability, which is the important factor for any type of concrete. Then the test for acceptance is to be performed upon the producer's delivery, vehicle discharge on site, or upon discharge into the purchaser's vehicle. If discharge from producer's vehicle, please focus over here. If discharge from the producer's vehicle is delayed on site due to lack of preparedness on behalf of the purchaser, then the responsibility passes to the purchaser after a delay of more than 30 minutes. The workability shall be within the following limits on the specified value as appropriate. We will talk about slump, then plus or minus 25 mm or plus or minus one third of the specified value, whichever is less. We'll talk about compacting factor, then plus or minus 0.03 where the specified value is 0.90 or greater, and plus or minus 0.04 where the specified value is less than 0.90 but more than 0.80, and plus or minus 0.05 where the specified value is 0.80 or less. Floor table test may be specified for concrete for very high workability. Acceptance criteria for spread, or we can say for flow, are to be established between the supplier and the purchaser. If we will talk about the information to be supplied by purchaser, then the purchaser shall provide to the producer the detail of the concrete mix or mixes required by him and all pertinent information on the use of concrete and the specified requirement. Prior to supply taking place, it is recommended that a meeting is held between the purchaser and the producer to clarify operational matters such as notice to be given prior to delivery, delivery rate, the name of the purchaser's authorized representative who will coordinate deliveries, any requirements for additional services such as pumping, on-site testing or training, etc. Where the purchaser specifies a design mix to be supplied, it is essential that all relevant information is conveyed to the producer. When requested, the producer shall provide the purchaser with the following information before any concrete is supplied: nature and source of each constituent material, source of supply of cement, and proposed proportion or quantity of each constituent per meter cube of fresh concrete. When requested, the producer shall provide the purchaser the following information on admixture, like a generic type of the main active constituent in the admixture, whether or not the admixture contain chloride, and if so, the chloride content of the admixture expressed as a percentage of chloride ion by mass of admixture, whether or not the admixture leads to the entrainment of air when used at the adopted dosage. Where more than one admixture is used, confirmation of their compatibility and initial and final setting time of concrete when admixture is used at adopted dosage. So such information are basically required to be supplied by producer. Now, if we will talk about the ready mix concrete's advantages, then ready mix concrete is more advantageous to the consumer from both the technical and economical aspect of concrete manufacturing. Assures consistent quality through accurate computerized control of aggregate and water as per mix design. It facilitates speedy construction through programmed delivery at site and mechanized operation with consequent economy. Elimination of material storage on congested building site. No need to allocate place at site for storage of cement aggregate sand. It minimizes cement wastage due to bulk handling and there is no dust problem and therefore it's we can say pollution free. Save contractors time, use of labor's energy to mix concrete and also saves project time. Multi-transportation of raw materials create a clean pollution free environment. But there are few disadvantages of ready-mix concrete. Double handling results in additional cost and losses in weight. Requirement of godowns for storage of cement and large area at site for storage of raw material. Aggregate get mixed and impurities creep in because of wind, weather and mishandling at site. There are always the possibilities of manipulation, manual error and mischief as concreting are done at the mercy of gangs who manipulate the concrete mixes and water cement ratio too. So as per our ready mix concrete definitions, its terminology, then different process, then the different aspects, different factors, we can come to the conclusion by considering all the advantage, disadvantage of ready mix concrete that in a future of ready mix concrete and India is very bright. The allotment of land and conventional rates and availability of water, electricity and other infrastructure and removal of sales tax by government would accelerate the ready-mix concrete industries in India. The ready-mix concrete can be suitably produced to ensure quality in concrete construction. Three-way interactions between ready-mix concrete manufacturers, users of RMC, research and academic institute is essential to develop ready-mix concrete using indigenous material. The successful running of RMC concern depends upon the regular supply of materials, efficient operation of the machinery, plant and the production economically of concrete guaranteed strength and quality. For successful operation of ready-mix concretes in India, a suitable scale of production should be adopted. The tests which are required to arrive at the correct proportion of a concrete mix and to ensure that strength requirements are being complied with are simple and do not require elaborate laboratory equipment. If in addition care taken to see that the static and mobile plant machinery are maintained in a sound working condition so that breakdown if any are rare occurrence. So dear students, based on the fundamental theories, definition of ready-mix concrete, basic idea, basic terminology in ready-mix concrete, IS provision for material for different test frequencies, and the advantages, disadvantages, few basic technical data of ready-mix concrete. So, from today's ready-mix concrete lecture, you are able to understand your syllabus topic ready-mix concrete and based on that you can prepare for your final end semester exam based on the ready-mix concrete topic because in your previous end semester exam that ready-mix concrete portion is asked and maybe in future there is a possibility to ask, as it's a part of your syllabus. So prepare well from this lecture, because whatever I want to convey to you, that you can write in your exam and you can prepare well, that I have already written in this PPT. So you can read it and you can prepare well. Today our lecture is completed over here. In next lecture I will come with a new topic. Till that, stay safe. All the very best. Take care.